मेरा नाम फ़िज़ा है और मैं आपने मुझे आगे पढ़ने नहीं दिया और मेरी गवर्नमेंट से ये दरख्वास्त है कि हमारे गाँव और शहरों में ऐसी मुहिम चलाई जाए जिसकी वजह से माँ बाप को एहसास हो कि हमारे बेटों की जितनी पढ़ाई हमारे लिए अजीज़ है उतनी ही बेटियों की भी अजीज़ है।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम इम्तियाज़ है। मेरा मसला है बच्चों के एजुकेशन पे। जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल हैं ये अच्छी एजुकेशन ही देती है, जो प्राइवेट हैं उन पे पैसे बहुत लगते हैं। हर बंदे के 4-5 बच्चे होते हैं, जैसे मेरे 5 बच्चे हैं। मैं चाहता हूँ गवर्नमेंट स्कूल को अच्छा बनाया जाए, इन टीचरों पे, मास्टर पे ध्यान दिया जाए। ये जो फेसबुक, ट्विटर, व्हाट्सएप यूज़ करते हैं इन पे पाबंदी लगाई जाए। जब भी कोई टीचर आए स्कूल में तो उसका फ़ोन छीन लिया जाए उनसे।
अनमोल है और मैं द पास स्कूल में एक आया हूँ और उसके बाद मैं किसी के घर में काम करती हूँ। तो मेरी गवर्नमेंट से ये दरख्वास्त है कि जो सड़कों पे हमारे छोटे बड़े बच्चे जो पेंसिल बेच रहे होते हैं या बुक्स बेच रहे होते हैं, उन सब बच्चों को इकट्ठा किया जाए और उनकी तालीम का ज़रिया बनाया जाए और उन्हें कम से कम 2 वक्त की रोटी दी जाए सुबह शाम के लिए, ताकि वो जो सड़कों पे इस तरह हैं, हमारी नौजवान जो नस्ल है वो आने वाले हमारे मुल्क के लिए बेहतर हो, ना कि वो किसी
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मेरा नाम इफ्तिखार अहमद है। मैं एबटाबाद का रहायशी हूँ। मेरा हुकूमत वक्त से मुतालबा ये है कि मदारिस में गैस, पानी, बिजली इनका बिल माफ़ कर दिया जाए या 50% कर दिया जाए, या इससे भी ज़्यादा अगर वो इसके अंदर कंसेशन कर सकते हैं तो वो इन 3 चीज़ों पर, इन 3 यूटिलिटीज़ बिल पर कुछ कंप्रोमाइज़ करें मदारिस के साथ।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम नुमान है और मैं ट्रैवलिंग के काम से ताल्लुक़ रखता हूँ। मेरी हुकूमत से ये अपील है कि ये जो लॉकडाउन लगाया गया है, मैक्सिमम 6 बजे दुकानें बंद हो जाती हैं, हफ्तावार भी दुकानें बंद हैं। बेरोज़गार बेचारे कहाँ जाएंगे? बहुत तंग हैं हम। हमारी हुकूमत से ये अपील है कि जल्द से जल्द इसको ठीक किया जाए। शुक्रिया।
तो मेरा नाम सना है। मेरे वालिदैन ने महंगाई की वजह से मेरी ट्रेनिंग छुड़वा दी है, मगर वो मुझे साथ साथ सिलाई का काम भी सिखा रही है। मेरी हुकूमत से दरख्वास्त है कि सज़ा और जज़ा का कानून रखा जाए और वालिदैन पर लाजिम हो कि वो अपने बच्चों को 10वीं तक की तालीम हासिल करवाएँ। अगर ये ना किया जाए तो उन पर जुर्माना होगा। शुक्रिया।
वालेकुम, मैं एक ऊबर ड्राइवर हूँ। मेरा नाम अब्दुल्ला है और मेरी हुकूमत से ये अपील है कि कुछ ऐसी स्कीम्स, कोई ऐसी जो है प्लेटफॉर्म मुहैया किए जाएं जो गरीब बेरोजगार लोग हैं वो भी जो हैं अच्छे तरीके से रोजगार हासिल कर सकें और अपने घर वालों का, अपने बच्चों का पेट पाल सकें और एक अच्छी और बावकार जिंदगी गुजार सकें।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। इफ्तिखार अहमद एबटाबाद का रहायशी हूँ। मेरा हुकूमत वक्त से मुतालबा ये है कि इस वक्त मदारिस के फ़ोज़ला, उलमा इकराम, उनको जो दरपेश चैलेंज है या दरपेश मसाइल हैं, उनमें से एक बड़ा मसला ये है कि वो अगर PhD के लिए, MPhil के लिए किसी मकाम पर दाखिला लेते हैं किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में, तो उनको तालीमी अखराजात बर्दाश्त करना उनके लिए मुश्किल हो रहे हैं। इन तालीमी अखराजात को इन नौजवानों के लिए आसान से आसान तर किया जाए ताकि वो अपनी तालीम को मज़ीद आगे बढ़ा सकें। जज़ाकुमुल्लाह खैर।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम तौसीफ अहमद है और मैं स्टूडेंट हूँ। आजकल जो कोरोना की वबा है उसकी वजह से ऑनलाइन क्लासेस की बहुत ज़्यादा ऑनलाइन क्लासेस पे पढ़ाया जा रहा है। हर स्कूल और हर अकेडमी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस को बहुत ज़्यादा प्रायोरिटी ले रही है। तो ना जब ऑनलाइन क्लासेस होती है तो बच्चे ज़्यादा डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं और पढ़ाई की तरफ नहीं रुजू कर सकते। तो मेरा गवर्नमेंट से अपील है कि कोई ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मुहैया किया जाए कि जहाँ पर बच्चा आपकी तरह पढ़ सके और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपनी नॉलेज को गेन कर सके।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम अली है और मैं ऊबर पे कार ड्राइव करता हूँ। आज मेरी हुकूमत से ये अपील है कि हर तहसील में तो स्टूडेंट्स की कमेटी बना देनी चाहिए ताकि वो लोगों के मसाइल, जहाँ तक VIPs की अप्रोच नहीं और वो विजिट नहीं करते और ना करना चाहते हैं, तो वो उनके मसाइल लोगों तक पहुँचाएँ।
मेरा नाम सैयद इरशाद संशा है। मैं बिंबर से बिलोंग करता हूँ। मेरा ये छोटा सा मेडिकल स्टोर का सेटअप है। मैं हुकूमत से अपील करता हूँ कि मज़ीद वसाइल दिए जाएँ ताकि हम अपने कारोबार को इंक्रीज़ कर सकें। शुक्रिया।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम मोहम्मद हनीफ है। मानसरा से मेरा ताल्लुक़ है। मैं हुकूमत वक्त से ये मुतालबा करना चाहता हूँ कि वफाक़ुल मदारिस की शहादतुल आलमिया की जो सनद है उसको किसी से जो मुआदला किया जाता है उसको तमाम इदारों में यकसा तौर पर लागू किया जाए। बहुत शुक्रिया।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम अब्दुर्रहीम है। मैं लैया से हूँ। इस्लामाबाद में मैं जॉब करता हूँ प्रिंटिंग प्रेस की। मेरी हुकूमत से दरख्वास्त है कि अपने काम को बेहतर बनाने के लिए मेरी हेल्प की जाए। मुझे हेल्प की ज़रूरत है।
السلام علیکم، میرا نام دانش ایوب ہے، میں ٹیلار فرنٹیئر میں سیلمین ایز اے ملازم کام کرتا ہوں. مجھے حکومت سے اپیل ہے کہ مجھے قرضہ دیا جائے، میں اپنا کاروبار اسٹارٹ کروں. تھینک یو.
السلام علیکم، میرا نام ذیشان ہے، میں تحصیل بالاکوٹ ضلع منصیرہ کا رہنے والا ہوں اور میں ادھر واٹر پلس میں ایز اے امپلائی ہوں اور یہ کام میں اپنا کرنا چاہتا ہوں، جس کی وجہ سے میرے پاس مالی حالات کی وجہ سے میں یہ کام نہیں کر سکتا. حکومت وقت سے باقی تمام ذمہ دارانہ سے میری گزارش ہے اگر مجھے مالی امداد کی جائے تو میں اس کام کو اپنے ماتھے کر کے آہستہ آہستہ آگے لے.
These youth who did not have digital access. And now we'll move on to another segment, which is again voices from the youth who have participated in this policy process and have also been part of the collation of the action agenda, which is going to be presented today.
Hi everyone, my name is Azima Thanji. I'm a young entrepreneur and the co-founder of Connect Here. I've been raised by deaf parents, which is why I want a country where people with hearing loss can walk into any space without being dependent on others. I want the government to, together with us, make communication and information accessible for the deaf community by ensuring availability of sign language interpreters in media, government offices, and using technology to connect deaf and hearing individuals. Pakistan Zindabad. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, my name is Azima Zaidi and I'm currently working as a social inclusion officer at UNDP Pakistan. Knowing the inadequate representation of differently able youth within Pakistan's decision-making processes, mainstreaming disability in legislation remains a key challenge even today. Therefore, I propose that the government of Pakistan would kindly establish an inclusive youth parliament, bring the voices of the youth with disabilities at the front table, allocate seats for this diverse group as a way to facilitate them in addressing the issues which directly affect them. Thank you so much. Long live Pakistan.
My name is Nazia Bilal, a public policy and development practitioner based in Karachi. Ensuring that women are given opportunities to excel and contribute is crucial in improving our country's indicators. The government could address gender equity and equality in healthcare specifically by creating tools and frameworks through legislating, regulating, and institutionalizing promotion of women's advancement and inclusion in healthcare.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Lareb and I'm from Lahore, working for sexual and reproductive health and rights for all the genders across Pakistan. I created a mobile application with the name of Bridge the Gap by Mashal. One of the biggest assets we have is our youth and their minds. However, meaningful participation is still missing on the larger scale. Please make us your partners in all the fields of government departments and let us lead your ideas. Not to clone, not as a beneficiary, but as a partners and ideas from both sides. We live in a digital world where many sustainable solutions can come out. Government jobs shouldn't be necessary to work for government. Let's create youth and government partnership program led by individuals and organizations as a partner by young people. It will go very long. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ariba Sayed. I'm a current Fulbright PhD scholar and a former lecturer at NED University Karachi. To empower the youth with the necessary professional skills and help reduce corruption in the country, the government should make it compulsory for educational institutes to teach all college and first-year university students at least one professional ethics and civic duty course, working off of available resources, which in this case are students that are already enrolled at educational institutes, will provide a faster improvement in the mindset of the nation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Asma Ladak and I'm a medical student at the Aga Khan University. Pakistan's youth is at a high risk of developing non-communicable diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Poor lifestyle habits start from early childhood and adolescent years. I therefore urge the government to work with educational institutions that can serve as hubs for both promoting healthy lifestyle choices and screening high-risk cases. This may include mandating both public and private schools to provide healthy food in school canteens, ensure achievement of daily physical activity targets for each student, and organize yearly health screening camps for early intervention. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Farzan Subhani. I'm originally from Karachi and I'm currently completing my MBA and MPA at MIT and Harvard and Boston. While recently there's been a sharp rise in entrepreneurial activity in Pakistan, I personally believe that we could further facilitate first-time founders and their startups by improving the ease of doing business in the country, simplifying procedures for doing business by building a one-stop shop for business registration and filing taxes, for example, can encourage founders and investors and improve the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Pakistan. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anis Sabasi from Azad Kashmir and currently pursuing a PhD from Germany. I think unemployment of the youth is the biggest problem in the AJK because of the unavailability of any private sector industry. And solution to this problem is the gig economy. We have two components of the gig economy in the form of the service providers or fresh graduates, and we have the second component that are consumers at international levels. So government should only establish such office in AJK that can connect these service providers with the consumers. This will reduce the unemployment of the youth and the country's economy will flourish.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Shayan Mehdi from Oakville, Canada, and I'm currently studying for my Master's in Artificial Intelligence and the co-founder of the mentoring program. Artificial intelligence is the future, and I think Pakistan's youth lag far behind global leaders. They need to become AI leaders starting today. The government must leverage global expertise, especially Chinese expertise, by sponsoring students to study abroad, establishing centers of excellence across the country, embedding these disciplines at all levels of education, and investing heavily in AI startups and technology. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Maya Ahmed. I am the founder and executive director of Land of the Pure and a student of politics and economics in Dubai. A lack of human development has consistently acted as a barrier to Pakistan's social, political, and economic progression. My proposal to the government of Pakistan is to establish a series of knowledge sharing and adult literacy programs that stimulate engagement, alongside a curriculum that places a greater focus on teaching students how to think rather than what to think, thereby building a more empowered, engaged, and tolerant Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nabila Abbas from Choti Zari district, Dera Ghazi Khan. I believe policy statement is the moral documentation of the whole country. Hence, youth involvement is very less at this level. Meanwhile, societal behavior towards youth is always that they are troubled and troubling, which gives a clear justification to act upon them without their engagement. Therefore, I recommend policymakers, they should focus on young people's shortcomings and their problems and then invest in on youth potential as a positive source of Pakistan. Pakistan Faindabad.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Raina Khan Berki, a Diana Award holder, Global Youth Ambassador, and the founder of Sanana Foundation from Lahore. I propose building state-of-the-art campuses which would provide formal and informal quality education. These campuses could be run by youth volunteers, interns, and social workers, something similar to what my organization has been doing to run its free schools, and something that made me realize that lack of access to free and quality education is the biggest challenge for my youth. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sean Mehdi from Oakville, Canada, and co-founder of the mentoring program. A significant barrier to the success of underserved youth in Pakistan is their limited access to global perspectives, skills, and inclusive thinking. Every student in Pakistan should have access to a mentor to set them up for success and financial independence. The government of Pakistan can greatly help by facilitating engagement architecture at the national level, as we have successfully done with 2 cohorts of TMP. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Farida Kamal, co-founder and COO at Queno. Queno is a social mobile app for schools. In my opinion, in Pakistan, connecting global educational expertise is a challenge. I believe why not a student in Gilgit can get education from a teacher in Harvard. I want government to create an affordable platform where students can get access to global teachers. And this is how we can give opportunity to learn and equalize education for everyone. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fawad Nan and I'm currently residing in the UAE. I think the biggest challenge that's pertinent across the spectrum in Pakistani society is gender inequality. It is arguably the principal cause of many other impediments faced by Pakistani society, especially economic progression. I strongly urge the government of Pakistan to initiate programs that will promote female participation and close the gender gap in ownership and control of key assets such as land, housing, technology, and finance. This will have an in-turn effect on boosting economic development and raising the standard of living. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm from Lahore and currently working as an investment banking analyst in Qatar. I believe that the archaic recruitment system of Pakistan's civil service is a hurdle in the way of attracting strong talent to support the government institutions. I propose the government to reform the recruitment process and to make it more digitized, streamlined, and tailored to attract a wider pool of young aspiring civil servants, whilst also meeting the specific requirements of each institution. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, I am Aman. I am a final year student of science at FAST Islamabad campus. I belong here. The issue that I want to raise is the unavailability of internet connection across the province, where one is building the phone here and there just to get connected to the internet. And when it takes 24
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Farooq Awais from Azhar Jammu and Kashmir. I'm member of Prime Minister's National Youth Council. I consider lack of career counseling as the most soaring issue that the youth is facing today. I believe focusing on establishment of well-defined and specialized career counseling departments is the need of the hour. This would curtail the number of unemployment, magnitude of brain drain, and mental health issues. It's also economically viable and would ultimately bring enduring peace and prosperity to Pakistan. Kamyab Jawan, Kamyab Pakistan. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Usman Hamdani, a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Liverpool in adolescent mental health. Frederick Douglass said, and I quote, "It is easier to build stronger children than to repair broken men." And it is true, especially for countries like Pakistan, where youth is exposed to a number of chronic adversities and is at risk of developing mental health problems. It is therefore imperative that we invest in developing community-based model for youth mental health promotion and prevention, integrating early identification and early intervention for adolescent mental health problems within the educational institutes for a prosperous Pakistan, because there is no health without mental health. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Mir Sanaullah Khan. I belong to Charsadda, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. I'm currently a Fulbright scholar pursuing MA in Curriculum and Teaching at Columbia University. I believe the most significant challenge faced by our youth today is lack of a market to apply themselves in their fields, leading to high unemployment and brain drain. I suggest the government of Pakistan prioritize youth-centered incentives to local and foreign businesses and provide a platform for initiating reforms to improve industry-academia linkages. This could be done by introducing an initiative to compel companies to hire and train interns and fresh graduates in return for tax breaks. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tuba and I'm a recent graduate of MIT where I studied bioengineering and public policy. I believe that the lack of youth engagement in policymaking is due to the absence of established pipelines to recruit talent into these policymaking institutions. I therefore propose the creation of paid and lucrative public service fellowships for recent college graduates and professionals, through which these individuals could be placed at an array of agencies across the country, where they can then learn about public policy through a hands-on approach and where they are trained to be the future leaders of these organizations. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Junaid, currently based in France. Right now in Pakistan, there are 372 disabled people, according to Pakistan Bureau of Statistics registration. I observe we need to realize our youth how important our disabled people are, and it's their right to be treated with priority in everyday life by our society. Meanwhile, the government needs to take measures in the government and private working culture where disabled people can feel that they are being treated well in the easiest way possible, like by the creation of online portal and phone helpline for their facilitation operated by the staff of Pakistan Baitul Mal. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Gohar Shaukat and I'm studying energy engineering in France. Pakistan needs to develop a wholesome energy policy. This policy must encourage creation of a decentralized energy system, whereby each consumer also has the potential to produce and sell the energy it produces. This will create a competitive market and raise the overall quality. A joint working group of Pakistani energy experts educated in the more recent advancements in energy should be put together to create an overarching energy policy. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shaista Madad. Given the increasing importance of innovative computational and genomics tools in finding cures for diseases and developing vaccines, I think the government should invest in developing expertise in this field. Creating a world-class bioinformatics institute with support from Pakistani specialists worldwide, I think it's a fiscally realistic goal compared with many other areas of research, which demand more intensive infrastructure and human power. Thanks very much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Dania from IBA Karachi and I've been running a non-profit organization since the past 5 years by the name of Fun to Learn Pakistan. The highest percentage of our population currently is youth, which is carrying immense yet untapped potential. The best way to bring prosperity in the country right now is to encourage financial and social economic activity through young people. I request the government of Pakistan to ease registration processes of small businesses and organizations of youth so that they can add to production and services, hence automatically contributing to the country's GDP growth rate. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Reena Ibadat and I'm from the Ghazar district of Gilgit, Baltistan. I work in a consultancy while voluntarily working as an assistant district commissioner of Karimabad Girls Guide. I'm raising my concern for the students coming from the remote areas to their cities in search of education, who face deplorable and shady hostel conditions while sacrificing their comfort and safety with the horrors of price hikes, substandard food, and inadequate sanitation facilities. I urge the government to provide a safe and nurturing living space for them with the required provisions, which could bring them ease while they smoothly transition from rural to urban areas. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Joshua Dilawar, and I'm from Lahore. I'm a population and climate change activist and a founder of Institute for Social and Youth Development. Unfortunately, climate literacy is not considered in public and private institutes. There is little to no awareness of impact of climate crisis on health and on youth, or how to deal with the disasters related to climate. My request to the government of Pakistan is to add adequate education on health and climate change in the curriculum and policies, and to start mass awareness campaigns engaging youth as leaders, implementers, partners, and contributors in climate change policies. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nida Shahzad from Karachi with a background in technology, and I've been working in the social development sector for the last 4 years. And during this time, working closely in the underserved communities made me realize that the key issue the youth faces today is the lack of skills that are needed to thrive in the modern world. Hence, I'd like to propose an integrated education system that not only focuses on academia, but also focuses on building the capacity of the youth by training them on digital, technological, and soft skills. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Isaaq. I'm from Jang, a member of Farmer Committee. I want to highlight that as our country is an agricultural country, but many times we run out our basic needed vegetables and fruit in market, or these are sold on very high prices and go out of range for common people. My opinion is that government should take initiative to educate farmers about the demand and supply of crops in market so that we can control their shortfalls. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sidra Adil from Hangu Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. I work as a researcher at the nexus of climate change, poverty, and crisis response. Pakistan is one of the top 10 countries most adversely impacted by climate change, and the impacts are also disproportionately experienced by the population, yet we do not have a climate adaptation policy. For the government to prevent losses of life, infrastructure, and economy due to climate change, a tangible and concrete climate adaptation policy must be developed. Thank you.
Hi there, this is Iram Hussain from Gilgit Baltistan, and I'm currently studying in Karakoram International University. I'll be talking about the examination system. The present examination system has subjected students to insurmountable pressure. The traditional exam system should be replaced with creative and more practical ways to test the capabilities of students, as everyone is not good at memorizing things. And with this, government-funded teachers should be appointed in schools exclusively to serve for the Student Success Strategy Program, where they will assist the students who are slow learners and are planning to quit out of school. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Zaidi, and I'm currently studying public policy and international affairs from Canada. The youth constitute the largest demographic in Pakistan, but are conspicuously absent in decision-making. Therefore, I ask the government of Pakistan to increase youth representation in national policy and decision-making through the creation of federal internships, work-study programs, fellowships, youth councils, etc. These empowering actions will allow the youth to have an active role in evidence-based policy creation, planning, implementation, and evaluation. These actions will also highlight youth concerns and improve intergenerational partnerships. Thank you.
زمانم تاشفین دے زو گلگت بلتستان چلاس تیاما زو فوڈ پینڈا اسلام آباد کی کار کوم پروجیکٹس کی زمان پر خیال سر کم چی ٹھون لگت ایشو دے جی بی یوت تا پارا اگا دے lack of private sector jobs کمی وجہ government jobs پسے ٹھون منڈی والی and leads to inefficiency. پکچو سو زمان proposal government تا دیر simple and practical دے incubation centers جوڑ گئی آلتا entrepreneurship تا promote گئی. Local youth have a lot of ideas that need to be out there but they lack the money. پکچو نو اگر گورنمنٹ تا سسٹینیبل جوڑول دے نو گورنمنٹ سو کی لانگ ٹرم لو انٹرسٹ لونز را کی کسان ہوتا local solutions to local problems will empower the local people and lead to much needed development. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jalal. I am from Lahore, a public health consultant working in health workforce development. One of the biggest challenges Pakistani health system faces is the migration of its health workforce within the country and outside it, exacerbating the already critical shortage of health workforce. I would suggest the government to renew their focus on improving policies and their implementation regarding retention, training opportunities, especially bilateral agreements, and career development for its most invaluable asset. Thank you.
Hello, I am Reem, living in Islamabad, and I am Pakistan's first and only transgender person working in police. Due to our persistent social exclusion, documented evidence is rare on living conditions of transgender persons. This deprives transgender persons of their most basic human rights. I recommend inclusive policies with positive discrimination towards upliftment of the transgender persons. This implies relaxation of key requirements for all public sector recruitments. This will serve as a major turning point for enabling transgender community to earn respectively. Thank you.
In the consultation process, there were 37,000 plus who were engaged through the Higher Education Commission as the different forums were held in the universities, and through a digital survey which is to inform the Youth Development Index, another 16,545 youth were, their inputs had been received. Numerous online consultations were carried out, engaging 600 plus online participants, which were hosted by the Planning Commission alone. The area experts were engaged and their inputs were collated. We engaged with youth leaders and in Pakistan and abroad, youth-led organization, listening forums were held, and efforts were made to capture the voice of hard-to-reach and marginalized youth and be as inclusive as possible. Could we move the slides, please? Aage le lijiye. Aage le lijiye. Just over 50% of the respondents were male, while over 49% were females. Over 47% of them had completed their higher secondary, while nearly 40% had graduated. 65% were within the age group of 20 to 24 years. Over 87% of the respondents said that they would like to be involved in the ongoing youth policy-making process, with 27% committing to leading Youth Engagement Forum as part of the policy process, and some of them have worked along over these 5 weeks in helping collating all this information which was coming up. This star diagram shows us exactly what our national pulse is saying. Employment, quality education, support to set up businesses, technical and vocational skills, mentoring and career counseling. Our youth has spoken. They want to be educated, technically skilled, coached and mentored, employed and working productively. They want to be the dividend. When asked about the biggest challenge faced by the youth of Pakistan, the key words that jumped up were education, unemployment, jobs, opportunities, indicating that unemployment and lack of jobs and education were the two main challenges, according to these respondents. When asked about the key government initiatives that they think that the government should introduce, again, education, jobs were selected as the key initiatives, followed by opportunities and other initiatives such as skills, trainings, and scholarships. All this engagement and all the inputs that we had received to date have culminated into the formulation of the Youth Action Framework. I would now invite Mohsin Gulsher as the representative of the Pakistani youth to present the Youth Action Framework.
Thank you, Dr. Shabnam. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Mohsin Gul, and I'll be representing the youth of Pakistan and presenting this youth priority action agenda on their behalf before the forum, with the hope to be involved equally and meaningfully as we move on in the processes that have been laid down so far. The youth have spoken. It's time to act now for making this a reality in the near future. And I would like to state that we have tried to put as much diversity and inclusivity of all youth groups as possible in the Youth Action Framework, and you shall be able to see that when the framework is shared after this meeting, and hopefully that will be used in further programming. Tamam नौजवानों की बराबर कामयाबी आप सबके साथ की मुंतज़र है. शुक्रिया.
To the last segment, which is the Youth Action Agenda